Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Jennifer Wagner from Michigan State University, and in this video, I'll show you how to use simple HTML and CSS to improve your course web pages. The examples I will show don't require Creator Plus or content templates or even advanced coding skills. You can add the code directly from the Brightspace editor toolbar, but you may need to open the source code editor to make some changes. All of the examples in this video are available on my website at jenniferlynnwagner.com if you'd like to just copy and paste the code onto your own pages. So what is the difference between HTML and CSS? HTML is hypertext markup language, and it is the structure and content of the page, such as headings, paragraphs, and images. Using the correct HTML code is important for accessibility to ensure that screen readers navigate and announce your content accurately. CSS means cascading style sheets, and it's the visual design of the page, such as fonts, spacing, borders, and colors. A lot of CSS styles are not announced by screen readers, so always provide the same information in text if it's meaningful rather than just decorative. Let's start with HTML. Click Insert Stuff on the toolbar and enter Embed Code. Then you can type or paste the HTML code here. The first HTML element is mark. This highlights text in yellow, just like a highlighter. For accessibility, color alone should not be used to convey meaning, so you may need to add the word important to any text that you highlight. The next element is ABBR, which means abbreviation. And this is a useful reminder of what an abbreviation or acronym means. This element has an extra attribute called title, which will display on the screen. This can be helpful for students with cognitive disabilities or memory issues. You may be familiar with ordered lists, which automatically show each list item in sequential order since you can add them from the toolbar. However, you can also specify that the list should start at a different number than 1, or that the order should be reversed, or both. You will need to open the source code editor to specify these attributes directly in the OL tag. To add interactivity to your pages, you can use the details and summary elements to allow users to hide and reveal content when the title is clicked or tapped. This is similar to the accordions available with the Brightspace content templates and can be used for quick formative assessments directly on the page rather than in a separate quiz or self-assessment. The last HTML example is adding links that lead to locations on the current page. Instead of a URL, use a hashtag and a word after href. Then add an ID to any element where you want the link to go, such as a heading. Click the plus icon, choose Attributes, and type the same word from the link in the ID box. These links allow students to more easily and quickly navigate throughout the page and review specific sections as needed. Let's move on to some examples of CSS that can make your pages more visually appealing. Similar to the previous ID attribute in HTML, CSS styles can be added using the plus icon in the toolbar, Attributes, and the Style box. Proper spacing of text and images on your web pages can help reduce students' cognitive load and increase readability of your content. To increase white space, use margin or padding. Margin is spacing on the outside of elements, while padding is the spacing between the element and any borders. These borders can be added by specifying the width, style, and color. Ordered or unordered lists can be customized with CSS using list style type. It is easier to add this to the source code directly in the OL or UL tag. If you teach a foreign language, for example, you can change the numbers to letters or characters in that language. You can also change the shape of the bullets or even turn them into emojis. There are a few styles that allow you to do some non-destructive image editing right within the browser. These styles only change the display of the image rather than the image file. Border radius allows you to round the corners on an image using pixels. Or you can use 50%, which will change a square image into a circle, or a rectangle image into an oval. You can easily change color images to black and white using a grayscale filter at 100%. Lastly, you can add a box or drop shadow to give your images a more polished look. These are just a few of the ways you can improve the design of your web pages in Brightspace, while following accessibility guidelines to ensure that students with disabilities receive the same information. Thank you for watching.